Hey, guys. Thank you for joining us here on this hashtag Speakeasy podcast, where we talk about what it means to be the professional, successful speaker or author. I'm your host, Altovise Pelzer. I unmute the voice of women who are ready to speak up about what has kept her silent for way too long. And this is our Christmas cookies episode. Thank you for all of you that have gone and connected with us throughout the year of 2020. We appreciate you. But we just want to share a few Christmas cookies with you guys as to what we've been doing here in the Speakeasy world. So, this year has been a phenomenal year for us. We've had several series that went live. Shout out to all of the guests that came on. Man, we've had a large number of interviews this year, and it's all been amazing. We've gotten great feedback from you guys, and you guys have even been coming into the hashtag World Voice League free Facebook group and joining the conversation. That part has been so valuable. But first and foremost, we want to say a shout out to MintWave Radio. We have made some connections this year, and we are now live and in person. Well, at least audio with MintWave Radio. Desire to inspire entertainment. And we are also, you can find me, Altovise Pelzer, on the Woman to Woman app from Women Who Win Network. Oh my goodness, it's been absolutely phenomenal. We've made some connections and kept some connections going. Shout out to Black Speakers Network. Hey, where you can go and connect with Black speakers from all over the world. But not just that, if you are a speaker, you can definitely tap in to getting some resources, information, training, and opportunities for you to speak, even in the midst of a pandemic. I am excited. But then we also have to go and say thank you to Good Living Now. Good Living Now has actually been one of our sponsors for this hashtag Speakeasy podcast. We are connected to them and we appreciate everything that it is that they're doing with selling the black seed oil. For those of you that don't know, I've been using black seed oil all throughout the pandemic, making sure that we are giving ourselves a greater life. bit.ly/a greater life is how you can get access to getting some black seed oil capsules for yourself. Why? Because guess what? Again, it's time for us to have a better health journey. It's time for us to be able to change some things up. So when we talk about Christmas cookies, let's be honest, everybody knows about the blue 10. Now, if I have to explain to you what the blue 10 is when it comes to Christmas cookies, then you might not be old enough for this podcast. And that's okay. We still welcome you here. But I really am talking to the ones who know this time of year, it's time for those very special Christmas cookies. Yes, that blue 10 has been a part of my life ever since childhood. I won't tell you when that started, but I will tell you that it has been more than some years. With that being said, here's what I found. And we just going to come ahead and just go ahead and throw it out there. What are y'all doing to my Christmas cookies, people? First of all, I don't know what it is, but we're trying to sell the Christmas cookies earlier than what we need to. I shouldn't see Christmas cookie tins in August. Real talk. I shouldn't see Christmas cookie tins in August. Now, some of you are going to say, wait, why is she talking about Christmas cookies? I'm going to bring it on home for you. Just give me a second on my soapbox. I shouldn't see Christmas cookies in August. And here's the other thing. I thought I was doing something, y'all. I go into the dollar store and I'm like, oh my goodness, they got my Christmas cookies in a smaller tin. That means I'm being healthy because I'm eating less cookies. Yo, follow me on this. Now follow me. I'm eating less cookies, so therefore I'm being healthy. So I go and I get the smaller tin of my favorite Christmas cookies. Guys, I'm trying to told you. They didn't taste like my Christmas cookies. I don't know if it's because the tin is smaller and they didn't have enough breathing space. I don't know what y'all did. to my Christmas cookies. But I need y'all to undo it because that ain't how they supposed to taste. And so my heart, my heart couldn't take it because I was like, that's not how my Christmas cookies should taste. Now, I'm not saying the name of it because, of course, they're not a sponsor for the podcast, but y'all know which tin I'm talking about. Y'all know the blue tin. Some of y'all open up the blue tin at your grandmama's house and it got sewing needles and thread in there. Don't listen. Let's just be honest. Let's just be truthful here. Some of y'all open up the tin and it got cards in there or something. I know it's for our work. But there's a reason why I wanted to talk about the Christmas cookies was because a lot of you throughout this year, you were thinking that you were going to get your regular Christmas cookies. And then when you saw it somewhere else, it didn't live up to the expectation. Let's just be right. Come on. Stay with me on this because I feel you. Altovise, your voice manager, I am here for you because I want to tap into something really quickly for you during this special Christmas edition. Guess what? It's okay. I need you to heal from that moment of the Christmas cookies not tasting right. I need you to heal from whatever it is that happened this year where you bought into something, you said yes to something, and it did not live up to the expectation. Because you can always go back and get the real deal. Yeah, y'all know I went and got the real deal. Why? Because again, these are a tradition. The special Christmas cookie. Listen, if you're not out here getting these blue can Christmas cookies, I really want to test to see, are you breathing? Real talk, are you breathing? Did you have some childhood trauma that made you not want to eat the blue tin Christmas cookies? I really want to ask that. Like, do you need a hug? I'll give you a virtual hug right now. Bring it in. Bring it in. I'm giving you virtual love. Because the blue tin Christmas cookies are everything. Everything. So with that being said, guys, listen, we have to understand that sometimes things are shifting, things are different. We got to give grace in the midst of everything that we've been through this year. Not only give grace to other people, but give grace to ourselves. We may have missed the mark, y'all. We may have tried to put it into a smaller tin and it just doesn't taste the same. I get it. I understand. But there's always the opportunity to go back and to get your regular tin of Christmas cookies. There's always the opportunity for you to go back and to re-implement the things that really worked for your business, your brand, for you as a speaker. Things change. So there will be some times where that smaller tin of Christmas cookies is just all that you can handle right now. It's okay. Embrace the cookies. Love the cookies. But also understand that even if you can only do a smaller tin of cookies, it doesn't mean that you can't do a bigger tin later. So even if you had to go and limit your customer, interaction this year, you had to go and there were people that walked away from your company this year. You had to go through and deal with people saying that what you had to offer was too expensive. That's all right. Even if you had to go and change your prices this year, that's okay. Understand that you're not the only one that had to make adjustments. And I say that because even Patty's pies got a little smaller. Oh, did you see the individual Patty pies? You're not the only one looking at things and thinking, I may need to cut some things out. I may need to make some things smaller, but also this is an opportunity for me to go and to give something that I have to a different audience. Let me tell you something. People in the dollar store, they may have never known about the blue tin Christmas cookies that melt in your mouth, that are delicious. They may have never known, but that blue tin called to them in that Dollar Tree. They felt it deep within their shanana that they needed to have that Christmas cookie. And they tried it, and their life was never the same. Listen here. This was a rough year. Give yourself grace. You may have made some adjustments that you were uncomfortable with, but guess what? You're still here. That means opportunities are still available. Networking is still a thing, even virtually. And you can win. Now, I know some of you may listen to this episode and go, now I want to buy Christmas cookies. I appreciate it. I know. When you go buy your Christmas cookies, buy a 10 for me. Buy a 10 for me. Because those Christmas cookies are life. And they will forever be in my heart. I appreciate you guys. I love the Speakeasy listeners. Man, you guys give me so much joy being able to come and do this for several years. We are going and rocking almost 4 years strong, guys. Being able to come, give you these interviews, give you this insight, but also being able to say, you know what? It's beyond me. It's bigger than me. Shout out to those who are listening all around the world. India is actually our second highest area that is listening to the podcast. I am so stoked about that. Thank you so much for being a part of our listening audience. Thank you all across America for being our listening audience. Canada, South America, Africa, Scotland, UK. We are absolutely having a great time. I even saw some places over in Asia that have been tapping in, tap in when it comes to the Speakeasy podcast. And then we are available and live on different platforms. Shout out to Spreaker, who is our hosting platform. We appreciate everything that you guys have been doing this year, especially with the changes and adjustments. Man, it's been phenomenal. But guess what? We're out there on Audible now. Shout out to Audible. We're on Amazon Music. We're on Deezer. We're on iHeartRadio. Man, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Man, shout out to Podchaser, who has allowed people to connect with the podcasts that have been guests and to be able to take their episode and have it on their profile. I absolutely love what we are doing in this season. And this is the thing, it ain't over. It ain't over. It ain't over. Yeah, we're not stopping, guys. We already have some amazing interviews that we'll be coming to you with and doing a special series at the beginning of the year, Life After COVID. You guys will be getting some information that is really going to set you apart and really kind of shift what you've been doing and shift where you may be going. Why? Because guess what? There is still life after COVID. We still have things that we can do, and people have not stopped moving. Listen, you can't stop me. You can't stop me. So know that you cannot be stopped. There are some things that you are literally supposed to be putting into the world. And we want to make sure that the Speakeasy podcast is giving you the tools and resources and interviews for you to be able to do so. That being said, we want to hear from you. If you've loved the episodes this year, let us know which episode you loved the most. Leave us a review. bit.ly/Speakeasy Podcast Show. You can leave it over on Apple Podcasts. You can leave it over on Podchaser or on your favorite listening platform. Why? Because we want to hear from you, and we want to make sure that we're bringing you the information and the interviews that matter most to you. With that being said, guys, this is a special edition, Christmas edition of the #Speakeasy podcast with your host, Altovise, Pelzer, your voice manager. I unmute the voice of women who are ready to speak up about what has kept her silent for way too long. I need y'all to tap in and come join the conversation over in the #Grow Voice League on Facebook. And again, shout out to black seed oil from Good Living Now. Black seed oil is a definite amazing thing that I've been using for my system and for my family for this year. It's been it's in a capsule size, guys, because y'all know I wasn't about to take a spoonful of black seed oil. So super excited about that. It's a gel capsule, so you just go ahead, take that with some water and keep it moving. But it's great for those of you who have been dealing with some things in your immune system, helps to rebuild it. And if you go to the website, bit.ly/a greater life, then you will see a story of someone who has used black seed oil for their journey with cancer. So we're super excited about that. Shout out to Harold LaFleur, who is the I Am Enough brand, as well as the owner of Good Living Now Black Seed Oil. That part. Don't forget again, it's bit.ly/a greater life. Guys, this is another amazing episode, a short one for you, but we want to make sure that you get everything that you need. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast so that way you get notifications when our next episode goes live. With that being said, we appreciate you guys. And until next time, don't forget to press it out. See ya.